Hello children, your Arun sir going to teach geography for standard 6 chapter 3, that is major water bodies of the earth, and it is part 3. It means we have already started the topic. We have already discussed different things. We have discussed about the major water bodies, and in major water bodies oceans, importance of ocean, major water bodies seas we have discussed. We have also discussed about the minor water bodies in which bay, gulf and strait are there. We have discussed that. Now, in minor water bodies only, we will discuss three things: lake, lagoon and river. Minor water bodies. In minor water bodies, we have already discussed bay, gulf and strait. Bay, gulf and strait. In the previous video we have discussed. Now what we have to discuss? We have to discuss lake. Then we have to discuss lagoon. And then we have to discuss river. So all these are minor water bodies. And now coming to the lake. What are lakes? Small water bodies. They are not big water bodies, large water bodies like ocean and seas. They are small water bodies surrounded by land on all the sides. A small water body. And they are surrounded by land. Now, in seas we have discussed about marginal seas and inland seas. Inland seas are large water bodies and they are surrounded by land. But lake is not as large as sea. It is a small water body, but the definition is same. Only difference is large. If it is large water body surrounded by land, then it will become marginal sea. Then it will become inland sea. And a small water body surrounded by land, it will become lake. Understood or not? Many examples of lake: Lake Baikal, Lake Superior, or Lake Titicaca. Different lakes are there. Coming to the second part, and second part is lagoon. What are lagoons? They are same as lake. What are lagoons? See here, what are lagoons? Naturally, they are minor water bodies, small water bodies. Shallow body of salt. It is shallow. Shallow means what? Not very deep like ocean or seas. They are shallow water bodies. They are shallow water bodies. And what type of water body? Salty, salt water bodies. They are shallow water bodies of salt and separated by sea. It is separated by sea. It is shallow water bodies of salt separated by sea by a low sandbank. By a low sandbank or reef. Now try to understand. Shallow water bodies means not very deep. Of salt. It has got salty water. Separated by sea by a low sandbank. By sand. Anyhow, the sea is separated from a small water body. And a small water body became lagoon. Try to understand. It is a sea. It is a sea, and some part of the sea is separated by low sandbank, maybe sandbank or reef. And what will happen? This water is separated. Now this water has no connection. This water has no connection with sea water. Since it was a part of a sea water, so it is also salty. The sea water is salty. And that small water body, which is shallow, separated by sea, by a low sandbank. So, shallow water bodies of salt separated by seas by a low sandbank or reefs. Try to understand it. This is a sea, and here it is a sea. Here, sandbank or reef. This is either sandbank or reef, and it is not very deep. It is shallow. So, a small water body, shallow, separated by a sea, by low sandbank or reef, is called as lagoon. Now I am sure you must have understood about the lagoon. Examples in India only, and you must have visited Lake Chilka. Lake Chilka is where? In Odisha. Lake Chilka is in Odisha, and that is an example of lagoon. Next is river. That is large water body or a small water body. River, yes, a small water body. And in the previous chapter also we have discussed about river. That it comes down from the hill or mountain. It comes down from the hill or mountain, flows in a channel. It comes out from hill or a mountain. This is hill or mountain. And if it is very high, mountain, less high, hill. So, see here, from the hill or mountain, from up to down, flowing in a channel. If channel of water is coming down, then this water body is known as river. Body of water that flows in a channel down the slope of the land towards the sea. And where it is going? Towards the, where it is going? Either to the sea. Or the river goes to the sea only? No, may go to the lake also. So either seas or by or to the lake? No, or to another river. Means a small river may join larger river. Understood or not? And this is called as river. Example, Ganga, Brahmaputra, Wangho. And next, importance of river and lakes. First, let us discuss about the importance of lakes. What are the importance of lakes? We have discussed about the importance of ocean. Almost the importance will be same. Almost the importance will be same. So, importance or significance, importance of lakes and rivers, almost in both also. What are the importance of lakes? Provide water for irrigation, helps in generating electricity. Okay. Sources of food and animal. This may serve as source of food and animal. Fish we eat now. That fish comes from where? What is the source of the fish? Maybe river, maybe lake. Moderate the climate, surrounding climate. Provide scenic beauty. We go to visit different lakes. If we will go to Rajasthan, Pushkar Lake, very interesting, very good scenic beauty is there. You can see those lakes. Rivers also provide scenic beauty, recreation facility. Many games are there in river and lakes. Water rafting or different water polo. Water polo is played where? In water, in the lakes or the rivers, not in the ocean or seas. So many type of games are there which, and about lake, lake is natural or man-made. Both type of lakes may be there, either natural or man-made. Okay, maybe freshwater lake, maybe saline lake, means saltwater lake. And very important to know, if you will study North America in detail, in North America, continent is North America. In North America, it is a continent. Here is a country Canada, and here is a country USA, and just border of Canada and USA, between Canada and USA, many lakes are there, or you can say great lakes are there. What are those? Great lakes. And actually, Great Lake is not a single lake. It is different many lakes here on the border of Canada and USA. Many lakes are there, and those lakes are called as Great Lakes. Lake Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, Ontario. It means Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, Ontario. 5 lakes are there. 5 lakes. And these 5 lakes makes Great Lakes. Where they are? Between Canada and America, United States of America. And where is Canada and USA? In North America. Very clear? Now more lakes are there. Lake Baikal. Where it is? Lake Baikal, Siberia, Russia. Deepest freshwater lake in the world. If I will ask you, name the deepest freshwater lake in the world, what you will say? Lake Baikal. If I will ask, where is Lake Baikal? It is in Siberia, in Russia. Now, Lake Superior is also freshwater lake. Deepest not, Lake Baikal is deepest freshwater lake, and Lake Superior is largest freshwater lake. Onega, European part of Russia, large freshwater lake. Titicaca. One lake is there. The name of the lake is Titicaca. Don't think your caca. Titicaca. And Titicaca is in the Peru-Bolivia border, and it is highest navigable lake. Highest navigable means height is more. On the maximum height this lake is there, and navigable is where navigation, boating is possible. So try to understand, think of that this is a mountain, and here one lake is there on the top of the mountain, and that is navigable. You can do boating. So Lake Titicaca, highest navigable lake in the world. Lake Victoria, very interesting to know. Lake Victoria in Uganda and Tanzania, second largest freshwater lake in the world. First largest freshwater lake in the world, Lake Superior, and second largest freshwater lake is Victoria. And one thing I would like to say, Lake Victoria, longest river in the world, River Nile. And River Nile comes out from Lake Victoria. And Lake Victoria is the second largest freshwater lake in the world. Where it is located? Border of Uganda and Tanzania. And Lake Chilika, lagoon I have discussed now, Lake Chilika, Odisha, and it is a saltwater lake. Now dear children, we have understood about the lake in detail. Let us discuss the importance of rivers we have discussed and what is river we have discussed. Now we will discuss some of the river. What is the source? River. And what is the source? Source means from where it comes out. And what is the mouth? Mouth of river you have heard. Don't think your mouth. I am talking about the mouth of the river. Means from where the river comes out, that is source. And the last part of the river where it goes to the sea is the mouth. Understood or not? So, River Mackenzie, source is Great Slave Lake, mouth is Arctic Ocean. Try to understand. River Mackenzie, source is Great Slave Lake and mouth is Arctic Ocean. It is in Canada. St. Lawrence, Lake Ontario, Gulf of St. Lawrence, Canada, USA. Mississippi, River Mississippi, Lake Itasca, Gulf of Mexico, USA. Amazon, not this buying site. Do you know, I have asked one boy that what a nice shirt you have put on, from where you have bought? He told, sir, Amazon. Don't think I am not talking about that Amazon. Amazon is the name of a river. What is the source of that river? The source of that river is Andes Mountain. Andes Mountain. And what is the mouth? Means where it meets the sea. Atlantic Ocean. Means from Andes Mountain, this river Amazon comes out and meets sea, or mouth is the Atlantic Ocean. It crosses Brazil, Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, Colombia, Venezuela. Now coming to the main river, longest river in the world. Which is the longest river in the world? River Nile. It is the longest river in the world. What is the source? Just now we have discussed that Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria means from Lake Victoria it comes out where it ends, Mediterranean Sea. Mouth is Mediterranean Sea. Means it comes out from the Lake Victoria and ends in Mediterranean Sea. Congo, highland of Zambia and mouth is Atlantic Ocean. Rhine, Swiss Alps and North Sea. Danube comes out from Black Forest Mountain and ends in Black Sea. Heard about Black Forest? That cake which you eat, very nice, very tasty cake, Black Forest. And don't think that a forest is there which is black in color. No, forest may not be black in color. Black Forest is the name of a mountain. Danube come out from Black Forest and ends in Black Sea. O. Now coming to the Indian river, Indus. Indus, in Hindi it is called Sindhu Nadi, Tibetan Plateau, and falls in Arabian Sea. Let us discuss in detail about the Indian river, Indus. And in history, dear children, you will read Indus Valley Civilization. River Indus, source of river Indus is Tibetan Plateau. It comes out from Tibetan Plateau and falls in Arabian Sea. Okay, this part is clear. Now, next river we must discuss about Ganga. Our country's river Ganga. From where it comes out? From where this river Ganga come out? A glacier, and source of river Ganga is the Gangotri Glacier. Gangotri Glacier. And what is the mouth of river Ganga? It is Bay of Bengal. River Yamuna, Yamunotri Glacier. And in Allahabad, the new name of Allahabad knowing? Prayagraj. In Prayagraj, it meets with river Ganga and it comes out from the Yamunotri Glacier. Now, certain Chinese river. Let us discuss about the Chinese river. The name of the Chinese river are like that only. Qingping, Wang Ho. One river is Wang Ho. See the name. The river is Wang Ho. And this river, do you know, is called Sorrow of China. Sorrow of China. It creates flood each year. It is called Sorrow of China. And what is the source? Source is Tibetan Plateau and mouth is Yellow Sea. One more river is there in China and that is river Yangtze. The name of that river is What is red? Yangtze. Yangtze. And it comes out from Tangula Mountain, Kanghai. It is also a Chinese river. And very interesting, two more river I will discuss, which is found in Australia, and those rivers are Murray and Darling. Those rivers are Murray and Darling, Southern Ocean mouth, and it is in Australia, comes out from the Australian Alps. So dear children, the important these are the rivers, and in river mouth is asked and source is asked. Mouth and source are always important in river, and river is also important for us. Nowadays cities are developed here and there, but earlier human settlement was possible only in the on the bank of river only. Any of the old city you can see, Patna, bank of river Ganga. Yamuna, Delhi, bank of river Yamuna. London, bank of river Thames. Means all the big cities where are situated on the bank of rivers only. So what is the importance of river? We must have understood. And one more thing, water is very, very important for us. Sources of water we have discussed, and maximum water is salt water. And I have told you, salt water is unfit for drinking and unfit for irrigation also. Certain animals and plants can live inside the salt water. It can serve as a means of transport, can help to generate electricity. But as far as fresh water is concerned, drinking water is concerned, we are lacking. Less amount of drinking water is there. Do you know? Only 2% fresh water. Only 2% fresh, 98% about 98% is marine or salt water, salty water. And out of this 2%, as ice cap, glacier, river, different sources are there, underground. Means less amount of water is left for us, that is fresh water, only 2%. And what we are doing? We are polluting these water bodies. We are throwing dust in water bodies, dead bodies in water body, while in water body mixing, sewage in water body, industrial effluents in water body, and what happens to the water? It becomes unfit for drinking and our purpose. So what happens? Unwanted substances are present in water, and those unwanted substances which are present in water are not good for our health. They are called water pollutant, and they create water pollution. So we must think of this water pollution, and we should save water. One thing I will like to say, during this COVID-19 period, maximum pollution is subside. Water, nowadays, water becoming fit means we are not throwing industrial waste, and pollution is controlled. One thing I will like to say, one great scientist was there. If you will study history, you will come to know about the First World War and the Second World War. And a person asked that scientist that, sir, when will be the Third World War? When will be the Third World War? He told that I can't say about the Third World War, but reason I will say. Reason will be water. If there will be Third World War, the reason will be water. And I am sure that there will be no Fourth World War, because stones and bricks can't fight with each other. ईंट पत्थर आपस में नहीं लड़ सकते. So there will be no possibility of Fourth World War. So what he told, that if Third World War is there, the reason will be water. Dear children, save water. Thank you very much.